How many times would they tell you before you know that Nigeria is not for you? Ah! Now they never leave you. They have left you behind. Photo, not be juju be that. Sorry, oh. May God not allow them, make them kill you. 70 years old man.
Yeah. Yes, I have the parliamentarians already taking their seat. Okay. Keep your microphone on mute until it is your turn. If you will do that for me, I will be so grateful to you. It keeps the sound check in place. Keep the lights on. We all have about 5 minutes to speak. Okay, just quickly go straight to what you have to say about the whole thing, and then I will go to the next person. So the moment you finish talking and you leave the screen, please don't try to come back in, because sometimes I do expect people to leave, right? And they kind of send inviting again. When you do that, you are taking the space of those who want to get involved. So thank you so much for joining me. I can see all the faces now popping up. It's going to be a good night. I want all of us to please have it at our minds. Like I said, please mute all the sound from your screen. It's actually on there. I'll do it here. But in case if I haven't done yours, help me, please. So to everybody, I want you to remember that this is like us presenting again. Okay? There are so many people who are watching us all over the world. You own everything you say as much as you are very clear about what you are saying. Now, there is a possibility. I've seen it many times. That somebody is going to say something that you disagree with. Sometimes they say them in a way that you are going to be boiling, that you want to respond to them. Out of respect for this parliament, right, we advise that you should use the words like, I disagree, and don't attack anybody just because you feel like that, okay? I mean, to make the conversation more kind of gentlemanly, we are going to have women among us tonight as well. So on this platform, we give a preference to them. Just because, like I said, I've been saying all the time, when we have the women so involved that they have the understanding of what is really happening, if we want the end or the solution to some of these things, get the women involved, and you have the problem already half solved. So when we have them come on the screen to share their views, and other women who are watching them back home are feeling like or agreeing with them, a lot of you may have to kind of understand what impression that means on these women and encouragement and all that. So thank you. So you have the 5 minutes each. I will have all night until we are tired, kind of. Okay. So let's keep it to the time. And I'm going to first share the slots for everyone. And I want your help. Please. Once I give you that slot, you can please remind me in case if I kind of mix them up. You need to help me with that. So I'm bringing more parliamentarians on so that, and if anybody drops off, if you drops off, right, for example, if there's a network problem and you drop off, right, just try and get back in. We can always get you back on the next line to complete whatever you are saying or use your slot, okay? I'm sorry I have this long list of information I should be reading to you, but I bet some of you actually gets it, okay? Thank you so much for joining us. We have Angono. Right. Give me a sec. One moment. Right. So, good evening, gentlemen and incoming ladies. So you have been part of this broadcast tonight, and I am going to share the slot among us now. So we'll start with Sir Akinyemi on my right, okay? So it's going to be you that's going to go first tonight. Pro Fighter, you're going to go next after Sir Akinyemi. And then just like that, Sir Sholari, sir, you are going to go after the Pro Fighter as it appears on the screen as we speak. Then I'm going to come to Mazi. You'll go after Sir Sholari. After him, it's going to be your shot. And same for Henry. Yours will be after Mazi, sir. So that, please remind me, by the way, in case if anybody drops out, then you can remind me too. Hollat, you will go after Sir Henry. And I'm going to come to Jude, my brother, before I go to the Air Force One. And from Kensington, sir, you are going to be the one to take the baton and give it to the next batch of parliamentarians that are going to come up, okay? So let's make this interesting, all right? Speak your mind and be very clear because your time is very short, 5 minutes, okay? It goes, and if you finish before that time as well, right, you can yield the mic to somebody else. So it's about tomorrow. And I'm starting with Sir Akinyemi Agbede. You can unmute now, sir.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So, can you hear me now?
Loud and clear, sir.
God bless you. God bless you. Yeah. My name is Dr. Akinyemi Agbede, and I'm very glad that I'm here with you, Mayegun, and the rest of the world. Now, this mafia, who are they? That's the first question we should ask ourselves. Who are they? This mafia. So, this mafia, I can say authoritatively that I know them, this mafia. And I can authoritatively, later on, I can send the document to you personally, for your, so the names here, these are the names of these mafias. Of this mafia, just to, yeah. So once your name is not there, so that means you are not a mafia, but so they are just a minute few people of Nigerians that are ruling them in Nigeria. So they are very powerful, and they call themselves untouchable group. Untouchable group. They're very powerful. So they don't mind about whether you, the remaining populace of Nigeria, whether they are eating, no. They are just very, very selfish. So they thought they are very powerful. So they call themselves mafia, inner circle, untouchable group. Now, before I go on again, they have message for Mayegun and the rest of the world. They said, this bunch of fools, what can they do? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Zero. Please go ahead and release. So they are talking to the justice now. Go ahead and release your judgments. Every area already covered. You can even cajole them by televising live your judgments. You can even cajole them. That is cajoling the many populace of Nigeria. The only thing the fools, that is the majority of the Nigeria, can do is to yell, just like what Mayegun always do every day. Nothing else they can do. Nothing, absolutely nothing, zero. Imagine, is it not in their faces that even my beloved son, Sheyi Tinubu, bought a house with 10.8 million pounds cash in London? That which Bloomberg consultants blow the whistle. What is the outcome of their yelling? Zero. Absolute zero. Absolute zero. So please leave the bunch of fools alone with their yelling and yelling. Nothing will come out of it. They are just used to yelling. They are used to yelling. Yeah. Meanwhile, please go ahead and release judgment. That is, they are calling the justice. Every area already covered. So let the fools yell. Yes, let them yell. Let them yell. Okay.
Thank you so much, Bede.
No, I've not finished. Okay.
No, your time is up now, but I'll give you a minute.
Okay.
A minute, just to round it up.
Okay. Tell that one. I mean that's a small boy called Mayegun. Don't he ever think at all, since he had been yelling. At least now Mayegun had been yelling for the past 3 years now. No, sir. The small boy Mayegun had been yelled through Sheikh Baba Buhari administration. That is since 2015. He had been yelling, and but his yelling is all the time bringing us salvation. Tell the small boy Mayegun to continue to yell. His yelling cannot even move a fly, talk less uncovering our magic. So that's the message for all of you. This thing I'm saying, I mean it, and I say thanks so much.
I mean, we got it. A lot of us, we received that, and we'll see, how long more we would have to yell, or in fact, what the yelling actually is going to lead to as well. So thank you so much, Sir Agbede. You have a wonderful evening, okay? Thanks. Now, I'm going to go to Pro Fighter. It's going to be your shot now, sir. You can unmute, please.
Mayegun General.
Yes, sir.
Wow, this is actually my first time, on your show or on your platform. In fact, I got to know about your show just last month.
Is it?
Then I got to know. So, wow, you are just one of the rare people who are able to, speak the truth in a very bold manner. You see what is going on in Nigeria today. Of course, I'm a Nigerian, grew up in Nigeria, but living in the US. So, what is going on in Nigeria today is what I would call self-hypocrisy. Okay? The Nigerians themselves, especially the Nigerian youths, they are deceiving themselves. You just shouting, yelling, it's not the solution. And that is why I tagged my headline, a pro fighter. We need to fight. Now, God himself has given the solution on what we are to do, or what Nigerians are to do to remove all these evil people. Now, if you look at Matthew 12:29 in the Bible says, how can one enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods, except he first bind the strong man, and then he will spoil his house. Now, who is the strong man? These evil people. People who stole power, either by military coup or by civilian coup, as what it is in Nigeria today, civilian coup. Those who intimidate people, who impoverish people, these are the strong men. The APC political party and all the evildoers. These are the strong men. And how do you get rid of these strong men? Is if you bind them. How do you bind them? You bind them through revolution, through propaganda, through coup, through protests. That is how you bind the strong man and spoil his goods. What are those goods? Anything of value, which is the mandate given to the people, people's freedom, people living a meaningful life. These are the goods which you need to take from that strong man. Now, it is very laughable for Nigerians to be depending on the judiciary. In fact, I cannot laugh enough, because Nigeria or Nigerians, they don't learn from history. That is why history keeps repeating itself. From 1960, when the so-called country called Nigeria, which is never a country, gained independence to date, history keeps repeating itself. Has anything good come out from the judiciary? Nigerians cannot learn. Okay, look at when Atiku submitted a petition against this same criminal enterprise called judiciary, Nigerian judiciary, that has been hijacked. When Atiku submitted a petition against Boko Haram, What happened? They used technicalities to throw away the petition. Same thing is what is going to happen tomorrow. Already, there is already an allegation, allegedly, that Obi wasn't eligible to be a candidate because he got in less than 6 months, prior to the fraudulent process called the election that took place. So they are trying to look for technicalities in order to throw away the petition. Now, if you listen to Mary Odili, you listen to her comment, that already tells you what the judgment is going to be tomorrow. So she's already voicing indirectly, telling you.
So you are one of those who don't believe that there could be a turn up or a shocking something from them tomorrow? No.
In fact, do you know why? I'm surprised? I'm surprised how foolish Nigerians are. That they cannot even give themselves number 6. It's just my own surprise that the average Nigerians are so dumb. In fact, I am even angry with Nigerians themselves. They are so dumb, very, very dumb. Look at the man that.
Let's go to the next person because your time is now up. Like I told you, right? You have 5 minutes.
Just give me like maybe will I say 60 seconds.
All right. Yeah.
Let me just round up.
Quickly.
The same man that they are fighting now is now in India or is about to go to India, right? The man is felt unconcerned. Now the same judiciary is now begging, telling the petitioning, candidate that, oh, why can't you forgive? Is forgiveness in the Nigerian constitution?
No.
So all of that are signs. All of that are signs to tell you what is going to happen. Not only that, let me just conclude in a few words.
Like the list is so long right now. Thank you for being
the
there.
signs are too much. Okay, let me just give you one striking one. I don't know whether he has recently increased the salary of the judiciary.
Well, you
know, oh yeah. What are we talking about? What are we talking?
Let me go to the next parliament. All right. Again, I know that 5 minutes sometimes sounds like a lot, but it goes very fast. Okay. So please, the moment you kind of see me interrupt, it is my sign of letting you know that, round it up so that we can, However, I have seen that a lot of people have sort of dropped off. A lot of the parliamentarians. So I'm going to go check them out and bring them back so that before we continue, we'll make sure that we're not leaving anybody so behind. We have a lady with us, but I'm going to come back to you, ma'am. But there is this slot for Sir Sholari, and I believe you are the third on the line. Sir, let's see if I can unmute that for you. Or you should unmute yourself now. Yeah. Great. Sir Sholari? Elder.
Yes. Jackie.
Great. I think we can hear you now. Sir, please. Elder Sholari Tunde. I think something is wrong with your earpiece.
Yes.
Oh, you can hear me now, sir.
I hear me.
Yeah, go on.
Yes, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. How are you?
I am very well, sir. Thank you. How are you?
Okay. Yeah. You see, my good general.
Yes, sir.
I salute you. You have been doing a wonderful work.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, exactly. I'm on the line. I can hear you. I can hear you. Yes, I can hear you. So, what I want to say is very simple. Okay, yeah, it's my pleasure. You see, my expectation is this. Nigeria is an unpredictable country. We are very, very unpredictable. I will not be surprised tomorrow if the table turns to the other side. So don't let us be surprised. I don't expect much from the judges because most of our judges they lack integrity. It's as simple as that. They lack integrity. But one thing I know is that we will find ourselves somewhere. We definitely find ourselves somewhere.
I am so sorry that
For
the
me,
connection
I will
is
not be
delayed.
surprised. If
Yes,
the
sir.
table
So
turns.
it didn't make your sort of presentation so kind of a flow well. My voice is delayed getting to you. Yours is delayed getting to me. And I bet that could be the network as well. Okay. But, sir, we got a
The
message
network
clear.
is
When the voice
network.
came, got it clearly, sir.
But I'm not going to be surprised at all. I'm not going to find out. But we are definitely going somewhere. Yes.
Sometimes the network can be that bad. Sir, I'm going to have to put you out because of our time. So I do appreciate this, by the way. Sorry, guys, the network is really, really, really bad. And the voice is so delayed. I did my best to kind of, make it as audible as possible. But that's how far we could go. And his own is that the table could turn. All of us could be surprised or shocked tomorrow. Indeed. Let's go to the next person on the line. But I have cooking with NASA. There's something wrong with this line, ma'am. I don't kind of get it. It keeps going back off and on, kind of, okay? So you might need to fix that before you could use it, right? But let's go to the next person. Who was meant to be after Elder Sholari? Do you mind reminding me? You see, the line is very, very kind of hot. I know Saka
I think Olat is supposed to go next.
Right? But I'll just go straight to Olat then before I come to Air Force One and Jude, okay? Give me a sec. I'm going to go check my lineup and see how many of them dropped off, and then I'll bring them back. But Olat, let it be your own shot, sir, please.
Yeah, good evening, Nigerians. Can you all hear me loud and clear? Can you all hear me?
Yes, sir. We can.
Yeah. Thank you, Mayegun. We love your platform, and it has been very informative for the past 1 year. I've been following your platform. Thank you. Tomorrow judgment is going to be a landslide. Either it's to set Nigeria back or it will move Nigeria forward. So for every youth in Nigeria, we should put tomorrow at the back of our mind that either way it goes, Nigeria must exist, and we must participate in every phase of the Nigeria development. So my own observation for tomorrow is that 2 things is going to happen. Number one is that the constitutional right, the constitutional purpose for 25% in Abuja in FCT must take effect. If that doesn't take effect, it means it will set a precedence in Nigeria that any companies, any CFO, any couple that's there, Mr. and Mrs., that thing will be automatically invalid in Nigeria going forward. And also, a lot of things will change. We just hope that the judiciary will do their best and deliver the most cleanest, the most crystal clear judgment tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir Olat. Your message is also so clear and direct. I love that. You are very optimistic and expecting the judiciary to live up to their kind of standard. Anyway, we are keeping all the track anyway. So let's go to the next parliamentarian. I know I have admitted new parliamentarians as well, cleared them. I know some have already dropped off as well, and they will be making effort to get back on with us. But for now, let me go straight to Air Force One. Jude, I'm coming to you, by the way, all right? So, but let's go to Air Force One. You also have your own 5 minutes, sir.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir. Mr. Maegun, good day to you. And also a job well done. Well, I do not have an expectation tomorrow, like I've been saying. I don't have any. But I would like to see how Obi himself will react. Because according to Obi history, when it comes to judiciary, he never give up. So that one, I'm holding on to that. But I do not have expectation. Though, two things can happen tomorrow. Number one, you see that the judgment tomorrow will bring honor to the judiciary and the country named Nigeria, or disgrace to judiciary and Nigeria itself, even to Nigerians, wherever we are in the world. Now, that's all I have to say concerning tomorrow judgment, how it's going to be. I don't have
all right. Do you want to add another thing apart from the tomorrow's judgment, you know, like position? Apart from that, do you have any other thing you want to add, sir?
Yeah, I want to say something about.
You still have like about 2.5 minutes to go.
Yeah, I want to say something real quick about yesterday's show. The last two callers that called during yesterday's show yesterday. The last two callers, especially the last one. I think the last caller said something about Yoruba people, you know, how, especially the Ilorin case, the Tanya Long that was arrested and everything like that. So, and it was kind of admonishing Yoruba people to come together so that, you know, they won't sell their birthright to Fulani people. And also, this thing that they did in the northern part of the nation, whereby where we didn't even know who, Hausa was, like, technically, they don't even have any Hausa. All we are having now is, like, Hausa Fulani and everything. And the same thing is repeating itself. From the hands of Ilorin, we already started having Yoruba Fulani. So the man is making sense. I know the guy kind of antagonized, like, okay, the man made a blanket statement. A blanket statement that all, Igbo people don't, something about Igbo people that he said yesterday.
Yeah, you hardly see Fulani Igbos. But we
yeah,
now
that
have
one is true.
Yorubas. And some are saying that it's
true. Then about Biafra, that not all Igbo people support Biafra. But let me put this to you that today, if they declare Biafra today, I guarantee you all Igbo people will follow suit. That's my own take on that.
Thank you very much.
Tomorrow, let's wait and see. Let's wait tomorrow and see. I hope like I said,
tomorrow's, you know, it's Nigeria now, so we'll see where they go from there tomorrow.
The judgment will bring honor to the nation, or disgrace to the judiciary and the nation.
Air Force One, thank you very much for always, sir, stopping by and being part of this. Now, we are going to go to Jude. Before I'm going to come to Sake Sintin, I haven't even shared the slot. I've seen Erok, I've seen Afu. Are you with that? So I have seen Sir Felix too. And this Sir Felix, God, no. Okay, I'm coming to you, sir. But let me first go straight to Jude. My brother, how are you, Jude?
The 5-star general, our one and only El Masha. Good evening, sir. And my fellow parliamentarian. Good evening, everybody. Today, I don't just know. My feelings today is kind of different because, first of all, regarding the movie that they're going to shoot in Nigeria, a live movie that they're going to shoot in Nigeria, called tomorrow. We all know that it's a movie. There's nothing new which is going to happen is just to go validate Tinubu's presidency. But my concern about this thing is, I really don't know what is actually wrong with we black people. No, I don't like using the word black people. I really don't know what is wrong with we Africans. I really don't know. The incident that is about to play again tomorrow is not actually happening for the first time. And if I'm not mistaken, it's not happening for the last time. If you are a student of history, you will be laughing at those who are telling you something new is happening tomorrow. We that are students of history, we know that yes, nothing new is happening tomorrow. They started this game last year, and after the election, they didn't just step back. They keep on working on the game, and they've perfected their plan. And what they use in perfecting their plan is using the religion. I knew that immediately I heard Kumuyi blabbed about some couple of weeks ago. I just laughed. I was like, finally, they've hit the nail on the head. And just last week, Adeboye validated Kumuyi's speech by telling us Naira will rise again. How we to do to the country. A lot of things to say, but you know one thing about Nigerians, once you tell them the truth, they start seeing like the enemy. But I don't really care. I always tell you, and I normally tell Nigerians that anytime you guys are ready to take your country back, you take your country back. That the Egyptian president was removed from office. It was one person who sacrificed himself, set himself ablaze and said, don't let my death be in vain. He wasn't the only person that died, but he was the one that set the goal. And they started the protest until they removed the president. Same thing happened in Algeria that made them call for national confab. I was highly disappointed in Nigeria when the women of Iran, if women can protest and get their freedom, what are the many Nigerians doing? We are the giant, or who make you the giant? You are the giant. Okay, let's take the jar out of it. You are the ants of Africa because you are nothing. A lot of Nigerians at home don't know that we the Nigerians living outside Nigeria are actually the ones getting the heat more. Because everything that happens back home, the international community is seeing it. I was so shocked yesterday. One of my lecturers actually sent me a funny video. Do you know the video he sent to me?
Sure.
The guy that acted Abakataba during the COVID, where they asked to explain what happened to the missing money, and he fainted on live TV. And it was actually shared by one of the most prominent platforms in the United States, and he shared it to me. He was indirectly passing a message to me, and I got the message clear. So anytime, during the EndSARS protest, Nnamdi Kanu was shouting, please, these guys will distract you, but your mission is just to keep this protest for 100 days. The next thing we had, immediately made that statement. In less than 24 hours, they started discovering warehouse. Do you think they just discovered those warehouses? It was the politicians that gave them that platform. Go discover warehouse, go loot palliative to distract them. That was how they were distracted, and that was the end of the EndSARS. Trusting the judiciary to hand an illegitimate president is not possible. Anytime Nigerians are ready to take back their country, they just have to occupy Nigeria. A lot of people would die. It won't come in a platter of gold. But once we are resilient, I believe we're going to get that freedom. Thank you very much. I have a lot to say, but
I know now. I always do. But the quiz, long. Thank you very much for that one.
All right, thank you, sir.
Stay safe, bro. Stay safe. So I'm going to now go to Sake Sintin. Or have I lost him? No, I'm going to go find him. He has managed to stay around this long. And when it is his shots, he's gone. Sorry about that. So, guys, there is this Kesintin that was on the line, okay? Or I'm going to bring him back when he's ready, okay? But let's reshare the slots now, quickly. Cooking with Nana. NASA, rather. Cooking with Nana So you're going to take the shot now, ma'am, okay? And after you, then I'm going to go to Erok. It's going to be you. And I'm going to go to Sir Felix. We're going to go after Erok. Okay, sir. And Afo Baba.
Okay,
That will be
yeah.
Felix, yeah? So, and, well, I've been seeing Boniface since. So I don't want to miss that face. So you're going to be one that goes immediately after Afo. Yeah? Then Adeola, you can be in the wing. While Sir Andrew or Reto, I'm going to share that between the two of you because I haven't seen your face properly. So I'm just going to kind of hope that you are just getting ready for us. So, cooking with NASA, how are you, ma'am?
Hi, my people. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, good night, wherever you are logging in from. It's just a pleasure talking to you guys. First of all, I will start by showing my sincere appreciation and gratefulness to you, MG, my brother. I don't know how to thank you. I don't know how to express the feelings I had for you. But first of all, my word of advice is, if all this while and all these years that a lot of us are listening to you, listening to your insights, listening to your revelation, and everything that you have been telling us step by step, detail by detail, and none of us are learning and understanding the level of criminality, the level of corruption, the level of lies and deceit that is going on in Nigeria. And we are expecting that tomorrow something different will happen. I will bet you with my life. One, nothing will happen. Number two, Tinubu is going to be the winner. They're going to declare him whether we like it or not. So the much we can do is either people go out there to protest and not be scared of anyone shooting them, because the problem we have is even the chicken we have in our house is stronger than most of Nigerians, because nobody is ready to go out there and do the protest. They will say, oh, they're going to shoot me. But remember, even the freedom that most of us are enjoying in other parts of the world, it is men, women, children that came out and they stood their ground and said, enough is enough.
That's right.
I told people before the election, okay, MJ, let me ask you this question. How many of us or how many of you on this platform knew that they have a group in Nigeria called G18? I'm sure you don't know it.
Now, I don't. I'm hearing it for the first time.
Good. Thank you. So I am telling you guys now, the same way I told some of my friends here. I am not APC, I am not PDP, but I told them, based on my information, my reliable source, I told them then, I said the result of this election was written 2 weeks before the election. That's when they wrote out those results. And I am telling you guys again today that the result of this tribunal was written a month ago. They are just taking advantage of the whole thing going on to announce it tomorrow. I know it's painful. I know it might be shocking. We are demoralized, but this is the type of country we found ourselves. These criminals will never, ever let go. They will continue to manipulate the system. They will continue to use the system. They will continue to stand on the head of Nigerians until one day, things will change and you'll see all of these people, they will run away. Other than that, watch what will happen. All of you on this platform are going to remember what I said today. That was the reason why Tinubu left the country. Everything is done and dusted. That was why he was so confident to leave the country. Let the most corrupt judicial system in the whole world is in Nigeria. They have already been sorted out and they're going to do what they know how to do best. But I'm going to leave the platform for some of my brothers here to go ahead and make their own contribution.
Thank you so much.
I just pray that Nigerians, our youth will stand up and demand for their right. If they don't, it's going to be business as usual. These criminals will continue to rotate themselves, their friends, and their family. And that's how it's going to be. I wish you all the best. I just want to air my own view and my personal opinion. Thank you very much, and may God bless all of you.
And you too. Thank you so much, ma, for at least ensuring that you stayed back to give us all of that. That's very, very deep, if you ask me. They'll say that one is deep. Now, Kensington is back. Oh, am I right, sir? Yes, he's back. How you doing, sir? I just suddenly look on the screen and you are gone. So he's going to go for it before we come back before I come back to you, Eric, as well as Sir Felix and Aful. Sir Kensington, your shot.
Yes, sir. Yes. How are you guys doing?
Great.
Okay. My good Baba, last week, I was telling you that the only chance Nigeria has in terms of planning a coup was when Tinubu goes out of the country. If you remember, I had that conversation last week. That's the only window they have to do anything that has to do with getting him out of that office in terms of coup plotting and anything of that nature. So the opportunity they have is this short window. The announcement will come. I used to kind of think that the judiciary would do the